go as I thought it would. Okay. Yes, kind of ish. I don't know. I don't know if this is a good angle. I feel like it's not, and you can see my feet. See? Clearly, I haven't done YouTube in a while. Hi, guys. This is the highly anticipated TBR, what I bought, and all that stuff. Excuse my cat because she's meowing outside. So, anyway, this is probably not the best setup, but anyway, let's dive right into it. I know this is a great camera angle right here, but working with what we got. So, thinking about where I should start. I think I'll start with this stack right here, and I feel like I'm so far away. Like, I may have to ditch this bed idea and just come up closer. So, because my plan was to get all comfy and cozy for my first video in a while, and it's not working. Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay. Alright. We'll go like this. It's not as pretty as I wanted it to be, but oh well. Okay, so first off, I want to say that I am currently reading 2 other books that are out in my car, and I don't want to go get them at the moment, but I will tell you what they are. It's the 5 Love Languages by, oh gosh, I forgot the author. It's a very common book. So, 5 Love Languages, and then I'm also reading Extraordinary by John Bevere. I'm doing that series with my family and some friends and things like that. So, there's those. And then I will go through my list. I just got an Audible subscription. Sorry for what my eye. I got an itch. Hold on, please. Will you quit having a meltdown? Huh? Sorry, I had to let my cat in because she was losing it. Okay, so books that I've already read on Audible. I have a list, this handy dandy list right here. Green Lights, which by Matthew McConaughey, which 10 out of 10 recommend. Love that. I especially recommend it on Audible because you get his voice, and I don't know, it just kind of saturates you in the story more, I feel like. I read the Screwtape Letters by C.S. Lewis. That was pretty good. I should have read a little blurb beforehand to help me understand the perspective, but once I got like into it, I understood a little bit. I was like, oh, that makes sense, of the main character being like a devil or demon and talking to his nephew and stuff in letters. But I didn't read that beforehand, so I had to look it up in the middle. It's Not What It Looks Like by Molly Burke. Absolutely love that. Recommend it. Especially the Audible version because you get her voice, and I don't know, there's just something about when an author reads their book, you just get like the whole experience. Then Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Scarlett Johansson, read by Scarlett Johansson, author Lewis Carroll, and that was really good too. And I'm currently listening to Pride and Prejudice. I don't remember who the reader is, but I do know that is a Jane Austen Jane Austen novel. So, but that's what I'm currently listening to on Audible. Alright, so that takes care of that. And now for this. And my cat wants to be up here because there's stuff up here. So we'll see how this goes. And she may scratch at the door wanting out. So this is going to be a very interesting video. Alright, so I'm going to go with this stack first. Right here. These are all new books, or new books that people have given me, but mostly new books that I bought and I want to read or have read and just bought them, or it's a whole mess, you guys. I had a plan in my brain, but it just is not being executed. So we're just gonna go with the flow and see what happens. So this book was given to me by my mom, and I'm interested in reading it. I never got into Doctor Who and things like that, but I think that might be interesting if I read the book. So I got that. Then I got The Last Voyage of Poe Blythe. This is part of the Matched trilogy by Ali Condé, and I read this in, I want to say, middle school, so I'm probably going to have to go back and reread the other ones and come back. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is just a companion, but still, I'll probably want to go back and read the others to refresh my memory. Then Killing It by Finlay Donovan is Killing It by L. Cosmano. Don't ask me what the pronunciation, the correct pronunciation is. And there's my cat. Hold, please. Sorry about that. Like I said, I don't know how to pronounce this author's last name. Sorry, but I saw this on Christine from Poland Bananas Books mention this, and it seemed interesting, so I'm excited to read this. So I know there's a second book. I think it's a duology, but it could be a series. I'm not really sure. The Coldest Girl in Cold Town. I've read this. I just wanted a physical copy because I really loved this book when I read it. And so this looks funny. It looks like I have a hand growing out of my chin. But yeah, this one, I bought it and I'll probably reread it because it was so good when I read it. I was kind of upset it didn't continue in a series, but it was good. The Last Star by Rick Yancey. This is the fifth wave, part of the fifth wave. I read the other books, want to say like middle school, high school, so again, another case of where I'm gonna have to reread and refresh my memory, but I wanted to read this and now I can because I bought it. And then we already talked about this on Audible. I have the physical copy as well. I probably will actually read the physical copy and see in there because I think also, if I'm not mistaken, there's illustrations in here too. So, but yes, this was so good, you guys. Totally recommend. Like I said, I recommend like getting the Audible version so you can hear from Matthew McConaughey himself. But yeah, it was really good. Okay, next I'm going to just grab this one. I did section this into like classics, so and like philosophy, I guess. This is one that I'm getting ready to start. It's Utopia by Thomas More. I've always wanted to read this ever since I watched Ever After with Drew Barrymore in it, and so now I have it and I can read it. Then I've got The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. I did not have to read, this was not required reading for me when I was in high school, middle school, high school, so I never read it and I wanted to because it sounded interesting, so got that one. And then The Legend of Sleepy Hollow and Other Stories by Washington Irving. I like the story of the Headless Horseman, and I've seen it in other versions and things, but I just wanted to read the book, so I got the book here. Okay, next section. Alright, I've got Nancy Drew books, also something I used to read in middle school, high school. Used to love it, and I just got so immersed in that world and the crime part of it and like the mystery. So I got volumes 1 and 2, the Nancy Drew files. So there's that. This is a trilogy, and I just thought it would be fun to read, and I bought it at Books A Million, and so I just looked at it, thought it would be cool to read it. So there's that. It is by Elaine Hinderbrand, if you want to say it, if I have said that correctly. It's called the Paradise Trilogy. So I'm excited about that. Also, new books thought about. Okay, these are all new. I don't know if I said that properly beforehand. Okay, next I've got these ones that are based on Disney. I'm like, I don't remember if it's actually called like a certain series, but these are like the villains, about the villains, I guess, of Disney. So I got like the first 3 books. I think I don't remember how many books there are, but I got that because I thought it would sound interesting. So, all right, and then I've got the Red Queen series, I think it's called. I don't remember. It's by Victoria Aveyard. I've heard mixed things about this, but for the most part, I feel like I've heard good reviews on it, so I thought I would like it, so I bought those. And then the Selection series, by Kiera Cass. I have heard good things about these, and I don't know, it seemed like a world I'd be interested in, so looking forward to that. My aunt recommended both those series that I just talked about to me, and so I bought them. Now to the final countdown. Yeah. Alright. I got the Mistborn trilogy by Brandon Sanderson. I don't really know anything about these books. I kind of read a blurb online about it, and it sounded interesting, so I thought I'd give it a try. So that's that. Then the Renegades trilogy by Marissa Meyer. I don't think I've heard about this one. I know people have it, obviously, but I haven't heard much about it, and I thought it would be cool, kind of introduce me to her writing, because I've heard really good things about Marissa Meyer, so there's that. And then last but certainly not least, I can't speak English today, if you can't tell, is the Grisha series by Leigh Bardugo. I read this in middle school or high school. It's one of those again, and I really enjoyed it, really loved it, and so I just was like, I need to add this to my collection because I really loved these books. So but yeah, I think that is all of them. So I'm sorry it took me so long to get to this point. I've been doing a lot, and I've been going through a lot in my personal life. So but yeah, it was fun to get to do this, and I'm probably gonna do another video behind this one to kind of explain where I've been a little bit and what's been going on some. So if you see me in the same clothes, that's why. But anyway, I hope you have a great day, great night, wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.